Alrighty. Let me just make sure we're all good. If it starts, but I don't see my stream. There you are. Open you up. Make sure that's up and running, and yep, we are good to go. Once again, not going to delay the start of the all. Let's just get straight into this. I need to plug in my ears and make sure the Elgato is synced. OBS updated just prior to starting the stream, so I'm just making sure that everything is still working. Excuse my voice as always. Alright, that sounds like it's in sync. And let's continue with some more Alan Wake 2. The last time we were here, we were investigating the tunnels. I went over there, I got spooked, which means I'm likely going to get spooked at the very start here, and I am ready for it. So I definitely won't get shocked by it at all when it happens. I'm totally going to get shocked by it. What else can I tell you, Chaz? I've seen that next month's PlayStation Plus games, which I do have available, include Signalis, which Chaz has recommended to me. So once I'm done with Alan Wake 2, having just played Ghostwire Tokyo, which was a spooky horror game. It totally wasn't, but whatever. We're playing a spooky horror game here. We'll be playing the spooky horror that is Signalis immediately after this, and I've heard good things about it, so we'll definitely check that out. So this is Crypt Path, but it looks. My throat. How do I get in here? Yeah, this map is super weird. Right now I'm struggling to see where I even came in. I thought I came in through here. Through here, through this gate. I have no idea. Let's just take a look around, but I feel that that direction is Crypt Path. Ghost Croatia and Golden Gas are in chat. How you doing, fellas? Hope you're doing well, and indeed if anyone else is watching, I hope you're doing well as well.
The tunnels were a maze. The blood trail led me on.
Okay, never mind, we're following the blood trail. I thought for a moment it was down that hole, but it's over here. Word of aid. I need to start spending some of those points. Yes, Croatia, do I know Diamond Casino in GTA Online? I can't say I've never played GTA Online, but I've played it for about a total of 1 hour, so I have no idea what it is or what they have potentially changed. That is one of the many games that unfortunately I do not pay any attention to. Right, we have a path here, which I initially thought might be Crypt Path, but no.
Opened on the side.
But you say it cannot be opened from this side means that it can be opened later, perhaps. So maybe what we do is we go this way, and then we emerge from that door later on, like a loop. There. Sorry, chat. Slowly dying here. No charges? Is my torch already, or my lamp already full? I see, we need to grab something and then bring it back here, got us. I can't go back there because that locks us out of this area, so we have to proceed forward here. I do not see the blood trail. Okay, never mind, I see the blood trail.
Another place to use in the story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
I assume we need a point of inspiration. Rockstar banned... Ah, yes, I did see that. That and something else. Rockstar has banned Australia for the Dime Casino and GCR Online because gambling is bad. We don't like gambling here.
Beat fit the story perfectly.
In related news, there's gambling advertising everywhere, and if you want to have a fluster on the footy, you can do so while the game's in progress. Hell, they even advertise it. Official sponsor and all that. Our country is cooked. Select new scene and press X to start rewriting it, which is the collapsed tunnel. So we can put the missing FBI agent in here. Key location, what happens here, doorway to the underworld. A single plot element can be used in multiple scenes. Select the FBI agent plot element and activate it with X to rewrite reality in the collapsed tunnel scene. Can do. This was where the agent's trail went cold. The ghost.
I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed.
We have an echo.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
It might not be. Alright, well, I was being told to go back in here, but I don't see why.
The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death.
This is not Casey, is it? It's someone else. Okay, we have a light here which I can potentially grab and take back. And maybe I have to. Some more batteries. Painkillers.
Another echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
What do you know? What word is your research can help me, ma'am?
Yeah, that's Casey.
What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the cult of the word.
That's Saga.
The cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity, Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
No, I prefer that thing on. Damn it. These things are faking me out and I don't like it. Godfather AL, how you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well. How does it feel to be on LSD while playing this game? On a scale between Alan Wake 1 to Kingdom Hearts, I'd say we're at we're at Kingdom Hearts 2. I thought I had this game to measure up to a certain point, and now I'm just very confused. Oh, we're not going back that way. My throat. I'll be okay, I just need to cough a bit and talk my way through it. So I can do something in the... Hell. How you doing, fellas? Not you. Are we good? LSD and magic mushrooms might be illegal in Australia, but this game is the next best thing. I'm a good boy, I've not done either, so I cannot confirm or deny that. All I know is I've made the joke multiple times that Kingdom Hearts 2 is basically a safe, clean alternate to LSD. This game's not quite there yet, but it's on its way, I think. Where am I? Like I'm such a good boy? Just no interest. No interest in potentially screwing my life up or whatever have you. That's not to say that anyone who does that has their life screwed up or anything like that, so I'm just saying that's the sort of individual that I am, unfortunately. Let's go put this light over here just to clear out this area. Where was it? I was over there. I don't know where I'm going. Professionalism? Yeah. Well, that's one word to describe it, I guess. Others might say boring or dull. But it is what it is.
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
Course of the word. It's a Shrine Streets platform.
Hey, Alan.
You again.
In case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
Do you know anything about me being a cult leader? Oh. I mean, I imagine it's similar to the other area where we went through, where we can go through multiple times and find things, but there's something there. I suspect I need the, maybe the light and or the scene shift to unlock that. That's out in a tunnel itself. How did I miss that? Because something else here which is very close to the locked door. Something inside which is fine. And this looks like crypt path, like there's nowhere else to go over here. So let me get back for this. But let's have a chat to Mr. Breaker first once I've loosened the place. I do not see anything else in here. I think this is exactly the same as what I read before. No, this is different. What is this place? A dream? Feels like it. Not real. No place. Every place. All places. Any place. Now New York. Now New York. Not NYC. Awaits other places. A nexus. Is door the gatekeeper? Or trying to get somewhere? Everywhere? Door, gates, portal, port, opening, access, window. We're playing, I said Max Payne. We're playing Alan Wake, not freaking Blueprints. I was at the morgue. I was about to give the evidence to the FBI. Door transported me here to this dream reality. Why? Who, where, why, motive, why me? Yeah, okay, I've read that one. Maybe I have read the rest, but if I did, I do not recall this.
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in. Putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
Neptunberry, how you doing? Yeah, it's very late for you. I'm sorry I'm starting so late. But yeah, it's all going up on YouTube if you want to check it out. I did see your comments. Thank you. Appreciate it. And you've got a new YouTube sub, just so you know. You think this is a dream? It absolutely is.
So you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In the dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. Alternate realities, maybe. But certain things don't change.
Such as?
Like door.
Here's to Constance.
The sketch you have does look like the door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
Okay, cool. Having done that, so let me start backtracking. I've left a lot of stuff behind by the looks of it. Words of power. Something else near the light switch, which I don't know if I need this or not, but I'll take it. So I'm not sure where exactly I need to stand here, but we'll get our light from over there. Let's try placing the other plus element.
I found would drive the story forward.
Murder calls. The ritual antechamber to the cult's place of dark power. Went to bed late last night, so you need to sleep. Me too. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. You too. Look after yourself, please, and yeah, love having you around. Don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow night, but so I'll probably stream Friday night and the weekend as always, and once we're done with this, we'll be playing Signalis, and that's a free game on PlayStation Plus next month, which is another spooky horror game which chat has recommended to me, so we'll play through that and hopefully have a good time. Murder calls.
I was making my way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel.
You know how to pronounce macabre.
The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
And the pages from... They don't look like pages out of a novel. They kind of look like manuscript pages. Things being revised, edited, and so forth. So the path on the right is... still there. I really don't know how to tell if they're real or not without getting very close to them. Is that all we're getting? That's it. Okay, well I suppose what I can do is I can go back to the main station entrance. Now hang on, there's something here. I need to find that first. I suppose what I can do is go back to the station entrance and maybe plug in the other plus elements. There it is. That was not there earlier. We had lockers there and lockers here. That was worth it. I can go back to the station entrance, which is a fair run, and plug in this word of power and see what happens. I say word of power, but you know what I mean. Plus elements. And see if that unlocks something that I can grab. I'm not going to lie, I'm surprised we haven't had any jump scares today. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, we're getting spun here. Okay, maybe we're not getting spun. Just gonna go this way first. I should see FBI agent. Yep, there it is, down the bottom left. The worst part is if I go to the next room beyond Tim Breaker, we'll probably get another plot element, and that's probably what I need to unlock this. Yeah, look at this. We've got the door here somewhere. I'm not seeing any arrows, so how about we do this? You can only rewrite reality in a scene you're currently in.
I had to be at the scene to see and understand it in order to change it.
I don't actually get the option to put some murder coals here. Okay, that was a waste of time. I'm guessing we're coming back here. Have I seen all this? I don't know, but there's so much here. Holy crap. The Dark Caldera, some of the places felt significant here. Had I written them into being, I'd use them as scenes in my story. The station platform was a threshold to be crossed. Once again, the T-word. I saw a vision, an echo of a forgotten idea about a Casey story, a glimpse into another reality, a plot element for this story to travel deeper. Casey's case? The narrative I wrote to find my way, Casey looking for a missing FBI agent, the agents on the trail of murder cults, the cult of the word. A place of power revered by the torchbearers, a group of mystic outsiders in the tunnels. The cultists killed them to invade their holy place. Torchbearers and cultists, okay. Missing a map there, missing a map there. There's something directly ahead, but I can't figure out how to get to it. Let's go with Lucky Strike. Both of those are good, I think. And Words of Gun and Words of War, I can't decide what to do with those yet. I mean, am I just dumb or am I just dumb? Yeah, it was there. It was there the entire time, damn it. Okay, so with that in hand, I can now just take a look. How did these show up anyway? I'm guessing they showed up because we went here. So having done all this, I need to go over there, plug the light in. I want to check out this area first though, because there's a good chance there is something on this side of the locked door that I've missed. That's our locked door. It's that. And just looking at my inventory, I might actually legit have to drop some stuff. I don't know if there's a shoebox in the room with Breaker. I didn't see it. But the next one that I see, I might have to drop some stuff off and or burn through some healing, perhaps. So the words don't matter. The plot elements don't matter. When I get to a new scene, I've got them available for use at any time. And if I can use them, great. If I can't use them, then that's just the thing. I don't see a shoebox here, so let's just press on. Once again, that is text from the first game. Wrong button. Right, so I haven't used one of these yet, so trauma pad. First aid is a full heal. Let's use one of those. They've taken this interface straight out of The Last of Us. Oh, god damn it. That's fine, don't regret that. Shoebox. So what I can do is I can move stuff into the shoebox here, which I think I might not need. Did I really move those flares individually? I did. More symbols. We have a ladder.
The memory is fading like a dream. I must hold on to it. I remember an awful beacon in the darkness, a scene of a ritualistic murder site in the subway tunnels. Is it a previous draft of my writing? Must be. I've been trying to shape the dark place around me, but so much fades away. Even my memory of the process, washed away by dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements. Like the murder site. It's my goal, a stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
You're using Casey to lead you to the murder site to write your way out? I have no idea. I need help. Good luck indeed. I absolutely need help.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
Rewrites the derailed train scene to continue on a cultist or the cult's trail. Let me just take a look around here first before I rewrite anything.
Wake. Darkness. I arrived and I arrived and I arrived and I arrived.
So, where am I? It's something directly to my right. Something there that may lead there, which loops back around. This should be a dead end, I think. What am I looking at here?
I could figure this out on the plot board.
Not right now. I've seen a lot of those eskies around here, but nothing in them. Ah. Fair enough. We're not figuring out anything until I've had a chance to look around the area. And then we'll see what my options are, and then we'll do it. So I came from there.
I should use the plot board to keep building the story.
Who are you, Aloy? Just taking a look around. So we have this area here, and then that path is going to take me to the Shrine Street station.
I had a new location for the story.
And we got two choices. Something terrifying happened here. The agent had come here looking for the cause for trouble.
Alan Wake. I know where it's secret. I say so.
Hello? Anyone there? Dead.
So you're going to take it? It might go off when there are monsters nearby. Okay, let's swap that for the murder cult. Dominion over the tunnels.
The scene here had changed.
Nothing in this direction. If I go this way... yeah, that doesn't look entirely pleasant.
The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
For whom? Oh, come on. Come on.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists tracked down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found.
Yeah, and we're going to be making our way through a firelit inferno. Firelit inferno? That's not a sentence. Shit. Alright, that's going to be utterly horrifying. There was something in there. Wow. Locked,
There's a lock on the
so...
other side.
oh, God. I don't want to do this,
Bit
but
for the story.
I know I have to. Words of gun, words of war. Where do I put these? I kind of want to put them into the shotgun, but shotgun hasn't turned up yet. Alright. One moment. We get torchbearers there as well.
I couldn't add a new element from here.
Torchbearer...
Go to the scene.
Thank you. Torchbearers revered this place before the cult. Yeah, that's different. The way forward through the bowels of the burnt carcass.
The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
I was kind of expecting that. I was about to say it's fortunate that it's still not burning, but fuck. I wonder if the nudity filter is in effect here. Forced walk, I can't draw my gun.
None of this was real. It wasn't
And apparently Alan Wake was the leader of this cause.
Fuck me.
What did he do here, Alan? I assume he did it all just to try and guess ours, but...
Changing a plot element in a scene without being there was impossible.
Okay, we're not actually in the train now. We've got to actually see the words on the bottom left, I think, for it to work. Lights will show you the way. I don't recognize those from the first game, but I assume they're either from the first game or from the DLC of Control. Coming through there, we have a locked door to the north. There's something there. Did I miss it? I did. Can I run through here now? Uh-oh. Okay, I can probably do a loop. I could probably do a loop-de-loop once I get to the parts where we can loop around. That's locked. I'm so bad at video games, honestly. It's astonishing. They should do studies on me. Right, there should be a container or a suitcase or something in here. I do see we're back into scenes, so what I could probably do is swap this for something else.
The plot changed the details of the world.
That looks promising. That's the radio we were fiddling with earlier. Where's this damn thing? It looks like it should be behind that blue tarp. Right here. That's a reasonably well hidden game. I mean, you're pointing at it on the map, so it's not that hard to find, but still. Alright, so once again, that first aid kit's taking way too much space, so I've got to store that in a shoebox. I'm sort of understanding how this works now. We have an arrow pointing down. Right, but I'm not in a scene, so... Unless it's on the other side of this wall coming up, I'm not sure how to reach that. I could climb back up the ladder and change the scene, but I don't know if it'll change anything down here. We're a long way away. It's strongly implying that it is behind this particular object, which I was about to say is not destructible. Lesson learned. The only one I'm potentially missing is that, but that's through the next area.
Alan Wake.
Stairs down to the platform. Just going to take me to the Shrine Street station, use my words. There is a container nearby with some bullets, which I may need in 2 seconds.
Alan Wake.
I'm not seeing the auto aim kick in any up.
Wake.
Okay, I'm in trouble. They're everywhere.
Shit!
I don't think that one's real. I'm looking to see if we get auto aim. And we were definitely getting one on the right, but I didn't recognize the one on the left. What are those things? Deposit 35 cents for token, 1 quarter, 1 dime. When was this story written? The world has changed since you last saw it, Alan. We don't use dimes and coins anymore. Oh wow, I'm full.
My path was blocked. I had to find a way through. The lights would help me.
I can straight up discard items, which seems like a terrible idea. I'm slightly triggered by the lack of an auto sort option. That ain't great. Alright, that will do for now. Manual save. Yeah, the path is most certainly blocked. We have at least 3 words around here. You'd also grab that light. I don't think I can go back up the way I came and place the light anywhere here. Not in a hurry anyway, so... I'm going to need to grab the other light. This one. Okay, hang on. Wait. I can't walk through there. Can I place the lights here, maybe? No. Wait, what am I doing here? I've got a light source, but I'm grabbing a second? Okay, I wasn't actually aware I could do that. I've got 2 light sources now, so what I could do is I need to use my noggin, which I don't have at the moment. I possibly need to go here. No, bear with me, bear with me. Oh, I sort of know what I have to do, but I can't think right now. I grab both lights, but then what? Okay, so I'm now behind this gate. If I place this light here, that will let me onwards. And I've got 1 light remaining. I wasn't aware we could hold multiple. That is entirely news to me. Initiation, yeah, that's the name of the book. I'll put a light in there. And I think I have to proceed. Wait. Does that work at all? Right, well I've put a light in that section there, but I don't know if that helps me or not. Oh man, I'm so lost. Heading towards a word of power. Yeah, the way the game's behaving, it's telling me all of these are real. Where is it? Not that way. The way the world dissolves and then rotates you is freaky as shit. There it is. Gotta spend my points. I don't even see what I can grab, but I assume it's not in the train, it's on the platform itself. Alright, that doesn't help me, because it's sort of auto-aiming onto them like that, but then they sort of dissipate. The auto-aim is not an indicator of anything. I've just got to be ready to dodge at any time. I'd really like some bullets, game. So we have a light source there. I've done something on this side. I've missed a container in there, which I may go back for.
The echoing hall had a story to tell.
We are at the end of the line. Figuratively and literally. Desperately need those bullets. These two aren't doing much. I really don't know if I'm approaching that correctly or not. We came from there. I see. So the light is in the other train car. I thought it was actually on the platform itself. And from here, it looks like there is a way through that train car. We've got something over here as well, which we need to look at. Let me go back and grab that light source and see what changes. After I do that. I'm not sure that anything's changed here. It might just be a free light source, which I'm more than okay with. Is there a way up here? There is. But it terminates at a dead end, but it does give me nothing. I can see where I have to go. I assume what I need to do now is explore the end of the line. But I've got another light, and that makes me think that maybe what I have to do is go back to that area and go down the other path to see if there's anything that I've missed, which I kind of want to do because I can go back to the save room at the same time. I've got to go back to the train, don't I? And check that container that I missed. There's probably nothing in it, but my OCD demands that I go back and check it out. There's got to be something down here. But that said, it looked like it was taking me off the map. So I can go that way, walk through that fence, grab that, and now I'm holding two light sources. But where is this taking me? Oh, wow. Really? I'm not even realizing that I'm getting spun around here. And in my defense, the game is trying to confuse me like that. That area is looping. I did not even realize until I looked at the map. Okay, that's awful. Can I get through here? I should be able to get through here. No, I have to place the light there. Got it, got it, got it. I gotta go back. What are they missing here? I'll take it. So yeah, placing this one ahead of me is actually essential. Because that puts it over there, and then I can proceed to the train station. Got it. I was very confused about why this area existed. That's where we came down originally, I think. Which just makes the situation so much more confusing. So I've got to place this one now. Yeah, that's where we came in, and we were looking through... Yeah. We were standing there a moment ago looking in this direction. God, that is so confusing. It's like the game is trying to do this deliberately to confuse me. So I can grab a third light here, but I'm not sure why I need it. So having spent about 6 minutes doing that, let's go to the end of the line and see what we can do with this damn plus elements or scene or a combination thereof. The good news is I've got 3 lights, so there should be a lot that I can do here. Or later on, maybe. Right, what have we here?
I had a new scene to use, a new setting.
And 3 elements. The agent witnessed the cult's depravity and ran. Apart from that splatter there, I'm not seeing a difference. Okay, never mind. Don't right. I can barely understand you. That's it. That's not the... Okay, maybe it is a question mark. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't a question mark there. This is where the cult waited for the time to strike.
The hole had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
Looks very formal.
Awake.
We might have a way out. That's still blocked off. But there's more to see here.
The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths.
The writer, not of the last shadow cast, third eye, projecting night, this is your time when you're gone. They tool lyrics. Writer, the first word, not the last, and the shadow, eye, open, this is your time, ritual, friends will meet. Not the writer, the light, shadow, to right, to lead will meet. I do wonder if I can put those together like as a puzzle or something. I can't get back inside. We have an echo above me, which I'll check out. They really believe in this Alex Casey character.
The Fed had witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site.
Complete the ritual and the collapsed tunnel. Yep, I had a feeling we'd be going back there. We've got to go back to the collapsed tunnel. We got
A new idea, a new story thread.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, nothing shows up in Caldera, but we get all 3 elements or all 4 elements elsewhere. I don't believe there's any point using the summoning ritual anywhere else. But let's use torchbearers here. Again, just thinking about how the map has to change with all these assets and whatnot, this is actually a pretty impressive technical feat, I think. So we need a way out. Let's try the summoning ritual. The cult practice their rituals. Fuck me. I'm not sure I like this game anymore. Okay, you're real. I do not need to look twice to realize you're holding a weapon, and therefore you can attack me. I did not see that one though. Oh! Anyone else? Do we have a way out? We do. I assume this only opens on summoning ritual. I'll check that out once the area is clear. Actually, that's likely the train that I took it out of to begin with. That's probably nothing new. Wasting a lot of bullets. Fortunately, you're gonna give me some bullets back. Am I just looking for enemies with weapons? I don't know. I'm scared. I don't think there's any other way out here. Putting the light in there just activated the train so I can go back in. I may as well take the light and keep it. Let's go in here. That one seems way too obvious. Almost like it's a trap. I can't imagine it's a trap, but it feels like a trap. Alright. And then from here, that's going to loop me back around to the start. We have another word of power ahead. Another echo. Which I need to look at from the other side.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
Is it typical New York? I wouldn't know, I've never been there. Well... So he was 100% holding a weapon, but I didn't see it until I burned his light, or burned his shadow, or whatever.
Alan Wake.
Yeah, I figured one of them will be real, but I was hoping I can get away by doing that. Alright, here we go. The weapons are definitely not visible all the time before they attack. That's unfortunate. Okay. There's some words ahead of us. I'll grab those. I'll deposit these pads or whatever they are in here. 12 painkillers should be enough to keep me occupied for at least a couple of hours. In the real world, that is, Chad, not in Alan Wake 2. And I believe we pretty much explored everywhere here and picked everything up. But what I have to do now is go back to the main tunnel and take a look at the ritual. Which way am I going? I could have sworn there was a way through here. There is. I'm holding 4 lights. I don't think I need this many, but I might as well. Alright. Let me just quickly upgrade this. Harder to detect. Damage received from the darkness projectiles. What are darkness projectiles? I don't know, but let's go with one of those, and let's go with one of those. Words of fix. Yep, I'll take that. And I'll take those. I'm not too keen on that. And words of lamp. 50% is actually huge. 1 in 2. Coin flip. 75% even better. I mean, that's obvious, but you know. Alright. Torchbearers revered this place before the coals. I think we saw this, didn't we?
The plot changes shaped the world around me.
No, we did not. Oh, what the fuck? Right, I'm glad I checked that.
Knowledge. Torchbearers painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did them.
That's nothing. That's not part of the scene. The Torchbearers, it's implied that they were in Alan Wake 1 as well. They were marking the caches and things we could ping up. Alright, it's time. The ritual antechamber to the cult's place of dark power. Doorway to the underworld. That's not the correct one. I'm like, that looks familiar. I've been there. We want summoning ritual. Out of the depths, the dark presence comes. The way now open. The game's gonna try and jump scare me here.
The dark presence. Fuck! I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
You sure about that, Mr. Wake?
The tunnel was open now. I could get through.
Okay, that is the tunnel. I were to go through the train, but no, the train appears to have not disappeared, but it's been broken and moved somewhere. I don't know. Trapped in a loop. Hostile shadows do not react. Yeah, that's nothing. If you make too much noise, get too close to them, or shine the flashlight on them for too long, they will sense your presence and become highly aggressive. They do not react to visual stimuli. How far back am I? Never mind. Maybe? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Don't know. Trapped in a loop. Okay, let's do that again. I spent those. That's good.
This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story.
One moment. No, not that. I just wanted to hit the echo. Yeah, it's telling me there's an echo there, so maybe I have to pick that up.
The torchbearers painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did them.
I'm very worried about that because that's implying that the echoes are per plot element. And they won't show up on the map otherwise. And if there's a trophy for collecting all the echoes, then I'm going to need to investigate that in my spare time. Trapped in a loop though, that's not good. Let's do that. Let's run for dear life again.
The dark presence. Fuck! I couldn't hear the dark presence.
And I'm actually going to make a save this time. So, how do we proceed?
It was gone. The tunnel was open now. I could get through.
It says trapped in a loop, but I think that might just be a generic death message. Summoning ritual is still active. I could switch to something else and maybe get closer. Right, so if I approach, the world is shaking and I'm about to get attacked. It's coming from the right. I've got two thoughts. The first thought is I just sprint. The second thought is I need to switch the scene.
I hear the dark presence.
I think it
The
attacked.
tunnel was open now.
Thank you.
Get through.
Thank you, Alan. I think it attacked me from the right, so I'm just going to sprint. Sprint forward.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
And yet, this is the first time it's shown up in this particular story. Whoa. I was about to say like a forest, but a concrete forest.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Really? I mean, I recognise Nightingale's heart in the freezer, but now I've got his body here. Do you even know who this is? The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last, but the terror of the light and the shadow cast, the third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. The last part of that made me think song lyrics, but your friends will meet him when you are gone. Your friends will meet Nightingale when you are gone. His heart is a key. We're going to write something on that.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Hey, Saga.
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
At no point did I feel that the missing FBI agent was actually Saga though. Obviously we heard her voice in a couple of places, but the way it was described, the way she ran from the ritual and whatnot, it's not anything we've seen as Saga yet. We've heard this.
I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this long-ending road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? 'Cause somehow this window becomes a trap on this winding road. Will it ever let me go? Forever I am fading to black. Forever I am circling back, just to fall into this trap. This winding road.
I think those were different lyrics, but it started out exactly the same.
I had a new idea, a new story thread.
Casey was killed by the Dark Presence. Every writer is a detective finding the story. What about this FBI agent? Casey's case, the narrative I wrote, Casey looking for a missing FBI agent. The cult caught the FBI agent, sacrificed him in a murder ritual in the place of power to summon the Dark Presence. That him implies that it is not Saga. There we go. I found the murder sites. I was close to home, reaching out from the dark place, a vision of Saga Anderson, another FBI agent. She knows I'm trapped here. Which is not what we saw at the end of Return Part 2, I guess. Look for Alice, get to the apartments in Parliament Tower. We have something new here. No, we don't. It's just sort of kind of hidden underneath here, perhaps, although that's probably just missing FBI agent hiding behind there. But nothing I can spend there apart from war and gun, which I don't want to spend. There's nothing else in here. Not like Saga's Mind Place, where it seems to be expanding.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Your max pain is leaking through, Casey. I imagine this is going to lead me directly above ground. No. And this is somewhere different again. Where the hell am I? I'm here. Really? Yeah, I thought I recognized those arrows. But then I look forward, it's like, no, hang on, that's not where I was before. That was a solid wall before, and now it is most certainly not a solid wall. Right, I no longer have the...
It changed. I was closer now.
Yeah, tell me about it. I no longer have the ability to write the scene. So I think the way out is just through here. I can grab a fifth light for shits and giggles. Even though it's only showing 4 on the HUD. Oh, I can grab another one out here.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
I think we both know the answers to these questions, Mr. Wake. So the subway's cleared, that area is cleared. What is that? 3-pack? Did I really just straight up miss something here? Am I blind or dumb or both? Alright. If I opened that earlier and forgot to pick it up, then I'm a certified dumbass. So at this point, I don't believe there's anything else to do except head towards Parliament Tower. That didn't look open before. That absolutely was not open before. I don't think I need to store anything. Let's back save. We're still in Initiation 2, but I think when we hit the tower, we're going to go into Initiation 3. That's different. There was a fountain here before, but it's gone now.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
I heard it.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
We?
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
the way that was worded at the start makes me think that the person calling is a manifestation of the Dark Presence. And yeah, that's totally correct. The whole point, the whole reason Alan is here is because he wrote himself here so that Alice could escape. Okay, chapter 3.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
I hope not. She should not be here. Didn't get me. Haunting.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
This doesn't look like the apartment from the first game, but that said, it doesn't necessarily have to be the apartment from the first game.
Alice,
Pick photos for exhibition posters.
this is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Isn't that me? Once again, I can't draw my gun or bring out the flashlight at least. We're sort of in a forced walk here. Yeah, the layout of this place is not the same as the apartment from the first game. Also, this is kind of a massive apartment. What the hell?
Alice's video camera.
Gotta locate the memory card.
Sad.
There's no memory card inside. We need to locate said memory card. Video art / doc on screens molt. Focal points of the dark place. Last one.
Alice's memory card.
This is not going to end well, is it?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me.
Turn the flashlight off, Alan.
I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist.
God damn it.
And then I
That'll
met
do.
Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong.
Elaborate on things went wrong.
And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
Alright, she doesn't know.
Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Is that light flickering Morse code?
And it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
I want to say because you wrote it that way, Alan. So, yeah. From Alice's point of view, she doesn't remember anything about being caught by the Dark Presence, but because Alan saved her and took her place. But if Scratch is a manifestation of who we are, then we are also just terrifying her in the real world. I assume what we're looking at here is quote-unquote the real world, even though we're very much inside the Dark Place.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
That could be a problem. Short pass. Extremely short part, what the hell? And what do I see an X crossed down the middle of the screen there?
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road.
We're gonna get different lyrics again.
Some say that it
Intro's the same.
forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever.
So he doesn't remember writing Initiation and presumably Nos Return either.
I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this winding road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? 'Cause somehow this window becomes a trap on this winding road. Will it ever let me go? Forever I am fading to black. Forever I am circling back, just to fall into this trap. This winding road.
Yeah, different lyrics, I think. Sunker, how you doing? Yes, it's great. How you liking the game so far? Really enjoying it. Confused, but enjoying it. Back to reality, or what we think is reality anyway. In the room interviewing Alan.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both.
It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Guess, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away.
You sure about that?
Look, I know it's batshit crazy. memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
I have one question throughout all of this, like this setup.
Mr. Wake.
I'll shut up for a sec.
Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
That's not really an answer.
Insane. And there's so much of it.
Nothing else? Alright, so my question is, where is Alice? She is out in the world somewhere. Probably not in Bright Falls, but she's out in the wider world somewhere. And if I was Ellen, I'd be asking about her as one of my first priorities. Okay, where do I start? Anything new in here for a start? I can't interact with the deer, but I think there's 9 left. Weapon upgrade. Oh my god. Give me a sec, my eye is really hurting, my left eye. I don't know if I'm just tired or what, but just in a bit of pain. So that is the pistol. That's a sort of shotgun. I'm guessing the other gun we get is a flare gun. I do need to fully upgrade one of the guns for a trophy though, so how about we go for one of these? I'll take out of action. Deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blinded, or knocked down.
The Taken was momentarily out of action.
What?
But not for long. Saga raised the sawn-off shotgun to stop it, once and for all.
Oh, come on, Alan. I can't afford the others. Reload speed is actually very useful, given that we've got only 2 shells that can go in it at any one time. I can do something with the caseboard, and I think I might have gotten a manuscript. Oh, there's so much here, holy shit. Clues for an FBC researcher is working with nursery rhymes. Yeah, I've done one of them. Okay, never mind, I need to place this.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Not right now. I need to place some stuff here. What are these? Who made them? Darkness? Reenacting the rhyme made the environment change. A charm appeared. And Cauldron Lake goes there. Yeah, that's one we solved. So it failed to protect its nest. A charm appeared at the site of the rhyme. Where did it come from? I wonder if there are others. Completing the puzzle made the world change. What is going on here? Similar to Pick Up the Light, I guess. FBC is researching how fiction affects reality. A dark substance appeared when the rhyme was completed. It looks like a trail. We followed it. The story. Oh god, there's 17 clues for the story. What the hell? I'm going to be there a while. Cauldron Lake goes there. That's just another stash. Here's a note inside to scare people off. Do I expect people to break into these? I don't even remember the note. We have another lunchbox. This was the page of a story inside, but this is definitely not like the other pages I've been finding. Fan fiction. There's a terrible comment I can make there, but I will not. Alright, we need to look at this. Wake wrote a book in the dark place called Return. Scratch edited it into a horror story. I need to learn more.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true.
Wait.
Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Because I don't think he likes writing romance. He prefers horror. I dropped something else. It was like called Alan Wake Interview. Where did that just go? Not there. That case is closed. That file is closed. I'm very confused. I dropped two large things. One was called the Alan Wake Interview, and the other that I've just dropped now is a story. I'm not going mad, am I? Case closed. Not sure if we saw this. I killed Nightingale, had to, he was a monster. The flooding receded. Nothing about this makes rational sense. I'm beyond confused. I thought I just dropped something called the Alan Wake Interview, but I don't see it. Wait. Where is the clicker? So where is this? What file is this? It's called The Trail of the Coals. It's the main case now. If Wake is telling the truth, the clicker is the best lead I currently have, but where is it? We don't know. Alright, so this is the one we're working on right now, which is called The Story. Wake wrote a book in a dark place called Return. Dark place and how does story change reality? Rules. Wake says that the dark place can be accessed from the bottom of Cauldron Lake. So what, Cauldron Lake is the gateway to some other world? There is an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. According to Wake, the Dark Presence can sometimes take his appearance. How and why? Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 years. Wake was in another world that entire time? He was. The Dark Presence. In a form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. The story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. No, not that. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality.
That's not right.
Let's go over here. No. Likely goes over there. Okay, so I'm missing something else down here. I thought that was a manuscript page, but I can't read it. Some of the strange reality of the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place, this page called this area. The page called this area an overlap. It's not that. I need to go up here. It creates an overlap. No? Okay, whatever. Process is gradual. That means the effect isn't immediate. There are still time to fix this. Has the power to change reality. So whatever you write in the dark place becomes reality. It can't be that simple. I think it is that simple, actually. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of DFS. Talking about the dark presence. I don't know. Where does this belong? That only gives us 2 days to stop this. And I'm wasting time fucking around in here. We must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. A magic light switch. Where do I even start with that? Flashlight seems to weaken Taken.
Keep trying.
Don't know how it goes there, but whatever. Inside a Bryce light, Saga felt safe like nothing could hurt her there. Well, these areas are safe from the dark presence and Taken, and it would make sense that light is effective against the dark presence too. Where does this go?
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Confusing stuff that barely makes sense. The dark place is another world reached via Cauldron Lake, home to the dark presence, bleeding into our world through thresholds or overlaps. Page describes the overlap, where Wake was. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem next to Barbara Jagger. The poem was about a local legend, a witch's lost heart, about terror. An overlap needed the push from both directions to manifest itself, reality eroded by repeated dark lore, and a counterpoint crafted in depths of the dark place connecting the story on the other side. It's probably over here or overlap. For the overlap to form, it can't just be an urban legend, it must be supported by an accompanying narrative in the dark place. So this was all Wake's fault. Got it.
An overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Real?
We just heard that. I don't know if we heard that one. A wormhole of vortex? No, I did definitely hear that because it was a very long sentence followed by a wormhole of vortex. I don't think we've got anything new here. Okay, well that was entertaining, but I think it's now time to actually play the damn game.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch.
You're not certain.
I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
I feel he's hiding something. The Colts is in possession of the clicker. How does he know that unless he's read the story? We're already looking into the cult. 2 birds, 1 stone. Cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all.
Think, Saga.
Cult goal. Alright, so let's take a look into Alan Wake's mind. What have we got? The Colt and the clicker. How does he know?
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter. The next chapter. The next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Or he's read them at least.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Interesting.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
That's kind of what he said the moment he left the lake. The dark presence got out. Alright, let's interrogate him again.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this.
Yep.
This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
I can't go in there immediately because if they start talking, I miss it. Local girl, the trailer.
Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
A place called Watery. Kadank, how you doing tonight, dude? Hope you're well, as always. A trailer at Watery.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Somewhere in Watery. We don't know where that is yet. But that's our next lead.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Okay, here we go. From now on, you can switch between Ellen and Saga stories via the bucket in the Genesis break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. So I need to check something very quickly because the trophy guide says, yeah, this is basically the points where I need to be able to see what the hell is going on. Bear with me. Progression so you can change between stories. Try to collect all the collectibles, blah, blah, blah. There's music though. You can freely switch between the two. Yeah, it doesn't say much about, I don't know. I don't know why it's telling me, why it's insisting that we get to this point and then making me read things. Stage 2 progresses Saga's not point of no return. 5 chapters from Saga's storyline. It's recommended to find all the collectibles before starting Return 6 Scratch and entering Sheriff Station. With the start of this chapter, getting closer to the end of the day and everything will be much darker. So yeah, basically I need to find all of the collectibles as Saga now. Where even am I?
You were a handsome
some deer.
How many more? Don't know, but we'll find out soon. Let's have a wander around. That's... Oh, hello there. That's the front door. So on the right-hand side at the back, we have a room where Wake is being interrogated. Yeah, I'll save over that one. So I just want to check something. If I switch, can I switch back immediately? I assume that just switches me over to Alan Wake. But this is Alan Wake here and not in quote-unquote reality.
I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
Initiation draft 2. So yeah, last time we were in the apartment, correct?
The title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it. The plot board was empty again.
Yeah, I'm going to load that. We will come back to that later. Let's do Saga's storyline first. Not sure how long that's going to take, whether it's another 3 or 4 streams or so, but we'll do that first. We'll get all of the collectibles. I'm not sure how we... use my words, I'm not sure how we track them. I'm sure I can figure it out. You can put stuff in a shoebox as well, okay. I do wonder if that's Artie's buckets in that room. Just looking at time, I'll probably go for another 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll call it.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
If indeed we can call it that. I didn't quite understand that last one. The pages were being sent from the dark place. He remembers writing many pages. Yeah, he wrote multiple books trying to get out. And it hasn't really worked so far, apart from now, maybe. The writing is part of the ritual. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working with Scratch. I've got to imagine, though, that Scratch is a manifestation of Barbara Jagger. But I thought Barbara was the dark presence as well. Good audio effects.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee theme.
I can't force it open.
All of our attractions are family friendly and available to children of all ages. Just like our coffee.
of coffee and let the adventure begin. Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express. Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No.
But it's appropriate for children.
And the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll have a great time.
Java's a stretch.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Unplug it.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
How about we go in there and unplug it for him? I suspect though that if we unplug it, it's still going to turn on. So I assume these two rooms are where we and Casey are staying. Where was it? Must have been the door. What's going on over here? We saw those. What's up? But I think that room was open earlier.
I can't get through this.
Yeah, this is new. Tammy didn't want me to come. I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to start... I can't read tonight, chat. Holy shit. I want to write something weird. Something really out there. Something authentic. But what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though. Sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play. A space ghost burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist, wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight into the cult's path. All black cast? A musical? A rock opera? No comments. Uh-oh. Okay, this must be where Wake spent the night. Tammy rides the ferry.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, Then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
I don't remember who Ed is, and I've got to be honest, I don't know who Tammy is, or if I should know. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental-car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Caught by the coals, perhaps. Maybe Ed or Alan wrote that, I don't know. Tammy88, how you doing? Ed and Tammy were the witnesses from the diner. Murder at Cauldron Lake. I'm just trying to find some corroborating evidence other than the necklace. It's not going to say in here, but I believe you. So, how you doing, dude? Thank you for dropping in again, and thank you for putting up with me. I'm playing this game incredibly slowly. They were the witnesses from the diner who saw the body. And yeah, they got away. Ed and, well, it's implied that Ed was attacked. But I thought they went together, unless maybe that's describing a different event. So maybe Ed is not doing terribly well as of this morning. We'll find out, I guess.
Hello?
I hope you get in there, ma'am. I have a gun. Okay, let's take a look outside.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like a complimentary dinner tonight?
Well, that almost makes up for the ineptitude of this place.
I'm glad to hear it.
I swear I brought my full kit along. Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Oh, here we go.
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about it.
Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Real neat. That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market.
So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there, all right?
Isn't she dead?
You still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard. Wendy's dead.
Oh, boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry, Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. Did Yako and Elmo put you up to this?
Pat.
Well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
I don't suppose she was doing anything unusual, like teleporting around and making creepy noises and reacting badly to the light.
I need bolt cutters.
I approached that car earlier thinking we could drive it, but that's not our car. I'm guessing it's the one directly outside the lodge.
We should check the town out first. You know, do research.
Yeah. So at this point, I can basically go back to Cauldron Lake and keep exploring. Or I can check out the new area, or I can check out the town. I mean, this area is unlockable. How do I even determine which collectibles I've picked up and which ones I haven't? I'll need to check this after the stream, I think. So at this point, what I need to do is just play through Saga's storyline up to a certain point, and then switch over to Alan. One of the things I have to do is find all of the collectibles.
Good day.
Hello, see you soon. Nope, can't talk to him. I tried. I'm trying to be polite and the game's not letting me. So I can't imagine we can go this way.
This can't be the right way.
I get spun. I can go to that park though, and hopefully I can apologize for being a dick yesterday and scaring away the birds.
Oh no! What will become of my birds now? Where will they go? Fly away. Find a happier place. Go while you still can.
Right, so he does not want to be disturbed.
And what about old Margaret? Where will I go? Who will I look after? It's too late. Too late for my birds. Too late for me.
I know. What was she even doing out there? And at that time of night? She was what? Digging at what? I'm telling you, that woman's not all there.
Rose is not here today. Yeah, I'm guessing what I should just do is go to Watery, get to this so-called point of no return, and then scour the maps looking for everything, but just looking at time, I think I will go there tonight, but I won't be able to do much. Where? I've got no idea what just unlocked. I think it might have been something in the dino that I missed. Some sort of advertisement. I can go into the mine place and listen to it though. Okay, not getting in there. Abby the puppy, how you doing tonight? Hope you've had a great day.
Gotta remember to buy stuff for taco night. Hot sauce, extra hot. Show Pete who's who.
I have to head back. Got things to do.
How are you?
You trying to break in there? It looks sus.
Hey.
What is that symbol doing there? Speaking of sus, can I even get behind there?
I can't open this with my bare hands.
I can, but I can't yet. Oh, come on, you can squeeze through that gap. I believe in you, Saga.
And that wraps up my list of favorite park benches in Bright Falls. Now, I just want to clear something up from our last broadcast. There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians as I, Jim Figamore, will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders. And what's our reputation now? Haunted Bright Falls. Spooky Bright Falls. The world is laughing at us. And now all this business with the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. And nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do. I played one in the theatrical production of Fiorillo, to glowing reviews by Coffee World magazine. Mayor Setter is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. There. I said it.
Christ, dude.
Now, Jim, this is a family show. I found my notes here, so why don't we pivot to some questions? First question. What exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky?
Wrong interview.
Right. Looks like these are my questions for Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky.
The only jerk I care about is Mayor Setter. Our future's at stake. Pets are being murdered. And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Oh, I actually had more to...
Jim Figamore and Pat Maines signing off.
This was 2023, wasn't it? I'm uncomfortable. Also, that dog is very loud. Also, Mr. Carcass, hope you're doing well tonight, dude. Can't go that way. This is basically the extremity of the town. We have a locked area behind the diner, which looks very sus. We have an entire area on the left-hand side that I can't get into.
I'm not done here yet.
Lock door, screwdriver, bolt cutters. Yeah, these dotted lines represent areas that I can't go. And that's just a drawing pin. I could maybe go in there.
Take care.
Maybe later. That's the back of the police station. I couldn't get through that door earlier. That door's at the back of the holding cells. We're not getting in there. Okay, well, I do believe unless I'm missing something. And by that, I mean I can go here and take a look at this thing that I've completely missed here. I've got no idea where it showed up, but it's here and we need to look at it. I think we need to head to Watery and see what we've got.
Jaakko, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming?
No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine. Like an asshole.
Oh dear, I know what Jaakko needs. I'm a beer to the rescue. Bring out your inner Wolverine with Armor-Beer.
Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Armor-Beer.
Armor-Beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way.
At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes.
Dirty Seafosa, please.
Tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out.
All right, I like this ad.
If it's intentional.
Exactly.
Armor-Beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
It's not sad if it's intentional. Ain't that the goddamn truth? Alright, let's take the car, let's check out this new area, but I can probably realistically only spend maybe 20 minutes here before I call in into the stream. Let's go to Watery. Now, I don't mind wasting time looking around the town just to get my bearings. But I will need to take a look at the collectibles after the stream to figure out how to do this.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? It must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before a backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
Tell the backup to hurry, we've got 2 days.
The page placed me in a trailer. somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Return 3, a local girl.
For Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For water.
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice.
Damn it. Undiscovered map.
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Oh, hey, you're describing me.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Yeah. Unkempt, I would say.
Good to see you.
Radio's on somewhere.
I bet they have good fish here.
Swimming carcass, don't look. Could maybe get into the fishery later. I see yellow. I think it's climbable. That's not this game's fault. It's every other game's fault.
You rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Blaze. Shotgun shells. Definitely in America.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson.
And you are?
Thor and Odin are not here.
Oh, hell.
They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it.
Oh, no.
He owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Those two are basically the Thor and Odin of this game.
Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at the nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus.
But
Thanks.
I don't think we've met before, or if we have, we as a player have not seen it. Alright, so I suppose I need to go inside the... whatever that is, town hall. But I'm going to try and put that up for as long as possible. Let's take a look around. Yeah, we're going to meet those two... I don't remember what their name is, but they do the advertisements. We're going to meet them on a bridge. Maybe. Where I'm sure they'll be up to all sorts of wacky antics.
I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground. So,
well, us fishing types appreciate you all.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
No, don't. That one's not good. I was going to say climate change.
Enjoy your day.
You too, ma'am. God, it's so dull around here. So dull and drab.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
No.
Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
How do you know Arcee?
Ever heard of the cult of the tree?
The half deer, half man monsters? Oh, sure, I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
I'm sure 47 could make it work, but you, respectfully, sir, no.
A sauna doesn't fix what ails ya. You're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Have you heard old Pat's radio show?
Okay, they broke the silence. Good.
I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber. Not on the radio and not in the sauna.
Whew. Hot.
It's a tiny sauna. As well keep the heat in there. Alright, so I think that might be it for this little town area. I don't know whether we can just walk out of here. Or whether I'll get told, no, you gotta do something else. The motorbikes make me think Torin Odin.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
No. I'm not going that way just yet. Shit. It's those two. How do those two know me? How does everyone know me here? Have we been here before but we don't remember us? Why are you here?
Okay then. Catchy tune.
So don't mind me, fellas. I'm just going to loot the place. Who are these folk? Maybe some of the developers? Is this Watery's own Nessie? An anonymous source sent this photograph to our editors, claiming it was captured during the last full moon. A majestic beast hidden in the depths of the water? Or an elaborate prank? A sea creature that defies the very laws of nature? Or a submarine relic from the Cold War era? A lonely wanderer searching for companionship and compassion? Or a fearsome monster out for blood? These questions, among others, haunt our editorial team here at the Bright Falls Record after one of our avid readers sent in this mysterious photograph as evidence of an unidentified creature roaming Watery's waters and making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating spotting might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into this mystery, we here at the Bright Falls Record invite all our readers to a naming competition. What should our local beast be called? Watery Wonder, Shelly the Sea Monster? Send in your suggestions now. More updates and revelations to follow as the story unfolds. I'm trying to zoom in on it and there we go. Yeah, it's something. I've not been watching the lyrics. Satan, Scratch. Welcome to Coffee World. One of a kind amusement park opens in Watery. I'm sure all of our readers know Ilmo Kaskela, who, with the help of his brother Yako, has been making our small town of Watery a bustling hub with his various business ventures. The latest of these, Coffee World, has its grand opening just around the corner. I had the chance to ask Ilmo a few questions about Coffee World. Ilmo, what is Coffee World about? I'm glad you asked. Coffee World is world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park for all ages, and right here in our hometown of Watery. It's got all rides, thrills, and excitement you could ask for, and of course, lots of delicious fresh coffee, both hot and iced. Put that in. How did this unique business idea come about? Well, as you know, I am all about ideas. An idealist, you could say. But what's even more important to me than my many successful business is our hometown. With my help, we can revitalize Watery, build its economy back up, bring tourists back in, and enjoy ourselves in the process too. Coffee World is just as much for townspeople as it is for out-of-towners. Which attraction should the visitors be sure not to miss? Or that's like having to choose favorite child. It's impossible. But the Slow Roaster is, of course, a wonderful ride full of mystery and magic, and the Espresso Express is sure to give you a thrill. Also, don't forget to drop by Fresh Pot Gift Shop on your way out. You'll never know what treasure you might find. Coffee, at least, I bet. Yes. No, I'm not being racist, I'm just trying to imitate his voice.
Such a shame.
The worst part is I think I read better when I'm trying to do dumb voices. Oh, we can switch here as well. Interessante. Let's make a save. It's 11:04 my time, so I do need to call it quits soon. Like in the next 15 minutes. If I had time, I'd watch this or listen to it, but I don't.
Excuse me. Do you know where... Auntie in the middle of a show. I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
Talking about Satan and Scratch though, which is terrifying. Once again, Arcee is the first character that we meet in Control. He's a janitor. What's he doing here? Alright, did I get your voice accurate at all, fellas?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you. Super nice to see you again, Saga.
No.
They act like they've known me for years.
They probably have.
This keeps happening.
Not that.
Are you familiar with the cult of the tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
Random cannot do a Finnish accent confirmed.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
Oh.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
No, this was messing with Rose as well. What is going on here? Oh god, I've got another one now. What the fuck? Bloom, there is a trailer park nearby called Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Yeah, even I could figure that out. And I'm a dumbass. The story. Still don't have that one, never mind. Get me back in there, please. Fact versus fiction. What is going on here?
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
No, we got no chance. We got no chance. According to Wake, the story is changing people's memories. That's why they think they know me. But I'm not a character, I'm real. You sure about that, Saga? Needs to track what's part of the story and what isn't. Which parts are false, which if any are real? Ilmo owns the trailer park. Calls me his funniest resident. Finally someone appreciates my jokes, but seriously, what kind of life did I live here? Rose recognized, yeah, we saw this a while ago. Rose recognized me in the diner at Bright Falls. We moved away after Logan died. Logan is not dead, but what else did the story change about her life? Knowing might help me fight this thing. But Logan suffered a concussion last night. That's got to be something. And not in a good way. Why is this showing up as a readable object there, but then it says for laser? I don't know. Wait. I can profile these fellas. Just the Koskellers. Urban legend.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous.
That's entirely fair.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now.
Tell me about that.
The key to that trailer.
Yeah, tell me about that spare key. I'm very certain that I used to live here, that I owned a trailer, that I'm a member of the community. They really think I lived here? This is unnerving, but at least we can exploit that to get inside this trailer.
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it?
Oh, I've seen it, but I have questions.
Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
It sounds like we were actually, or based on the imagery of that profiling, that we were actually a member of the motorcycle club. But more importantly, what happened to the moose?
So, your commercials.
They're more than commercial, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
I'm trying.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Just like my marriage.
Nothing? What am I paying them for? Guess they're busy. Ay, Vito. Well, after they finally pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing. Yep.
What thing?
Must be busy at the park. These are off-peak hours, Yako. They're just slacking.
I was hoping for a map before we left here. I've got nothing at the moment.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
What in good God? Right, I don't suppose this is a map of the entire region? It is. Beautiful. I've left a handful there behind. You know what? That can stay there. That is a long-ass journey. There is a hunting crossbow there. And we need to make our way into Coffee World, into the gift shop. Workshop is next to it. And we need to break into a safe where we can grab the spare keys. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll play on until I see the next checkpoint pop. And then I'll call it. Because it's getting quite late and I do have work tomorrow. Well, I've actually got work after this. I need to log in and see if a certain company has done something. And if so, I need to set something up. What was that? Can I just say I love it when I say something in a game? Or I say something in a game. I say something while streaming. And the character in-game says exactly the same thing. That always makes me smile. It means we're on the same wavelength.
Fuck!
That's attempted murder, sir, madam, or other.
FBI, show yourself!
I can't tell if that's lightning or something else. I'm playing on performance mode, so... Sorry, yeah, performance mode, not quality mode. I dodged that. Whoa. Holy crap, there's a lot of them. trying to switch weapons and it's not letting me. One down. Thought I dodged that. Holy Christ, this guy's moving.
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
I was literally about to say both. I imagine that's a save point there. Let's just try and make some progress. Gonna hit a dead end here. Is this not where I just came from? No. Yeah, I see what I was doing wrong with the selection there. I was pushing up twice, but I only need to push up once to get to the shotgun.
Another rhyme.
Hell. I'll read it, but unless it talks about heroes and whatnot, I don't think there's much we can do. 5 interactables. The gentle beast with a beautiful crown runs through the woods with a worried frown. From the hunter he flees between the mighty trees to make it out alive. I'll pass for now. We have a deer, a moose. And unless I see another one around here, I don't believe we can solve that. Not immediately anyway. Because how many choices do I have here? I've got a lot. Gentle beast with a beautiful crown, so that's the moose. Runs through the woods with a worried frown. The hunter he flees between the mighty trees. Both of these have a majestic crown, and you could say the hunter's the wolf, maybe, but...
I have a weird feeling something's changed.
Alright, that was completely accidental.
This is ridiculous. Another charm for my bracelet.
Saves you from death but shatters in the process. Alright, we'll never use that. I'll put that in the shoebox at the first available opportunity. I was not expecting to be able to solve that one. Also, I did pick up the... Fuck, I've gotta go back and check. No, never mind, I've got them. I've got them. Ah, not that. No comments on the symbol saga?
Another locked box.
I found another dead Taken over by the radio tower. Looks like it was bashed to death. There was a lunchbox and some weird knitting by the corpse too. I took care of the body, but that's the third one this month. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. We need to find this guy and let him know the cost of the tree means business. Risen by the course of the tree, but they're not with the Taken. That's sort of what I get from that. Alright, let's listen to Mr. Wake narrate something else.
What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in, parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight. It was coming fast.
And I suspect we're going to see it. Or maybe we'll be partially responsible for it. I must have missed that. Also, I'm worried that I've missed something here. But hopefully I can check that out tomorrow, because this should be a save point.
There's another cult stash.
Hey, if you take the crossbow out, put it back at the stash when you're done. P.S. I changed the code as asked. Well, I guess there's only a few numbers that it can be. I guess that's where we headed. But we have to pass through there first to the gift shop. To grab the key. We've got a large combat area ahead of us, but that is not going to be tonight. That is going to be tomorrow or Friday night. I'll just offload some stuff. We'll never use that. We've got to start thinking about using some of this other stuff, like the propane and the pads and whatever have you. Also, I need to map those if I haven't already. 5 nice. Let's have a look at that, or have a listen, and then I'll save and call it. Because I've gone over, for sure.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskelas had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew her weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local, a man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
I don't know if I heard that line or not, but we definitely saw that bloke with the hatchets. Yeah, I won't fill those in yet. How many more do we have? 7?
7 remaining.
For what though? Also, I'd really love to upgrade my gun. But that can be tomorrow. Let's make a save here. But I saved over a third slot, but whatever. And that is where I will call it. I'll try and get back online tomorrow night. We'll play another 3 hours or so. But if not, I'll be back on Friday for sure. And we'll play some more. Yeah, Alan's part of the story in the Dark Place is super weird. But it's sort of starting to make a little bit more sense now. And now that Alan is out and we're back as Saga in the quote-unquote real world, even though there's some weird shit going on, I feel like this is a little bit more grounded than what we're seeing in the Dark Place. And that's not to say I'm not enjoying the Dark Place sections, but I'm glad we're playing as Saga again so that I can just have a bit of a break from Alan. A long break, I think, given what I have to do and how many collectibles I need to find. But what I can do after that, like I've tagged that, I'll just make another save very quickly. Yeah. I don't know. I'm enjoying this. I'm really, really enjoying this. Alan's style of gameplay where we're going through that second scene and changing the scenes on the fly. Once again, I do question just the technical... what is required to make that work from a technical point of view. Talking like game engines, programming and whatever else, that you have to be able to change the scene on the fly like that. It seems very complex. I mean, not dissimilar to, you know, this, if I can actually get there. Like being able to switch between 2 places at once. But with Alan being able to switch the scenes on the fly like that, it's actually really cool. There's a lot of things in this game which I think are really cool. Alright, so with all that said, I'm going to cut YouTube off now and then I'll cut off Twitch. Everyone, thank you for watching. I love you all. Chat, thank you for dropping in tonight. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being you. I'll be back online with some more Alan Wake, hopefully tomorrow night. I'll see you then.